Hello, everyone. This is John Paul with Christian HQ. Today, I'm going to talk about Jon Voight. He happens to be one of my favorite actors. He's, in my opinion, one of the best actors there's ever been, and one of the few in Hollywood that's actually a devout Christian and comes out saying he is. He isn't scared to admit that he loves God and Jesus. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll let you guys know what he's been talking about. All right, now Jon Voight, he's come out against all this anti Israeli sentiment that's been pretty much going on worldwide and coming up through Hollywood, even from his own daughter, who happens to be Angelina Jolie. He's taking a pretty good stand on it. A quote he came out saying on one of his social medias was this is him quoting. I am very disappointed that my daughter, like so many, has no understanding of God's honor, God's truths. This is about destroying the history of God's land, the Holy Land, the land of the Jews. This is justice for God's children of the whole land, Israel. The Israeli army must protect thy soil, thy people. This is war. It's not going to be what the left thinks. It can't be civil now. Israel was attacked by inhumane terror on innocent babies, mothers, fathers, and grandparents. Yeah, he doesn't even cut to the chase there. He just gets right to it. I like that. I really like how he's not afraid to go against what the Hollywood left comes out, and also everybody around the world that is anti-Israeli. He also goes on to say, and you fools calling Israel the problem, you should look at yourselves and ask, who am I? What am I? He continued, and ask God, am I learning the truths, or am I being lied to and following everyone else? My friends, the ones that understand the truth see the lie. They see Israel has been attacked, and these animals want to wipe out Jews, Christians. They see that Palestinians have not been neglected to finance. They've been given huge infusions of money that they don't share with the people. They made weapons instead for their rage. Again, everything he's saying is completely true. It does go completely against what the woke left wants to say about it. Okay, now his daughter, Angelina Jolie, she's been working with United Nations refugee programs for decades. On her Instagram, this is what she says about it. She says, this is deliberate bombing of a trapped population who have nowhere to flee, she wrote. Gaza has been an open-air prison for nearly 2 decades and is fast becoming a mass grave. 40% of those killed are innocent children whose families are being murdered. While the world watches, and with the active support of many governments, millions of Palestinian civilians, children, women, families, are being collectively punished and dehumanized, all while being deprived of food, medicine, humanitarian aid against international law. By refusing to demand humanitarian ceasefire and blocking the UN Security Council from opposing one on both parties, world leaders are complicit in these crimes. Now, that's just what Angelina says. But now Jon Voight is her dad, and this is public stuff that he is saying. But because his true motivation is his belief in God and Jesus and right versus wrong, he's not afraid to call out his own daughter. And this is what he says in response to his daughter falling for all the terrorist propaganda. He says, of course we want peace. We want love, don't we? But we can't be with these animals wanting Jews and Christians be wiped out from the earth. That lie that Israel is killing innocent people when all have free will to go, but they are prisoners of the barbaric country that use them as shields. These children on Palestinian soil are being used by these animals that make all think that Israel is taking lives, when indeed this was Hamas's plan to create the war of evil versus good. All the forces of truth and justice bring us all together, and recognize that Hamas, in this deceit of the ruling, is destroying their own people, not Israel. Israel did not start this war, Voigt said, noting it was attacked by terrorists who seek death over peace. Now, he goes on to say, the people of Israel care for people. They love, they cherish, something these animals don't understand. Israel's been attacked, and the Jewish people, who have suffered hardships for centuries, have shown great heroism for God, love, peace, survived the Holocaust, and now the Hamas Holocaust. And that's kind of how he concluded his. This is how he concludes his little video statement. Israel, the land of purity of God's promise, is now standing up for her greatest victory. The chosen one, the Messiah, shall win this war. Much love to you, much love. Now, a couple great points going with this. Number one, Jon Voight is a Hollywood actor. He makes his money acting. He makes his money and gets his fame and his livelihood through Hollywood. Hollywood does not like it when you come out against what they say. And he still goes against what they say, and he's still done great. He still makes his money, still gets movie roles. It just goes to show that anything you do, you don't have to succumb to anything that's going to make you go against your principles, as long as your principles are for God. So no matter what job you have, always stand your ground, because obeying God and honoring God should be first and foremost in anything you do. Now, the second thing to really take from this, whenever you're a parent and you have kids, they're going to do stuff that's going to upset you. If they do stuff that goes against God's will, you have to call them out. And in this case, he's actually calling his daughter out publicly, which there's nothing wrong with that, because God's actually his dad. He doesn't want anything going against his dad, just like, Angelina shouldn't want stuff going against her dad, whether it be Jon Voight or God, but obviously she does. And so I think it's really good what Jon Voight's doing. I really like that he comes out and just says what he wants to say in the name of God and honoring God, and no matter whose toes he steps on, whether it be his own families or Hollywood. Well, that's just my take on it. Hope you guys have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.